You already know how tonight is going to go. You'll get in bed, close your eyes, and somewhere around 1 or 2 in the morning, you'll wake up and head for the bathroom. Maybe you fall asleep again. Maybe you don't. But a couple hours later, it happens all over again. And by the time the sun comes up, you're running on fumes. Most people think that's just what happens when you get older, but it's not. There's a muscle in your body that's working against you every single night, and almost nobody is talking about it. Not your doctor, not the internet, and definitely not those supplement ads. Today, I'm going to explain what's really going on and how to fix it. You see, every day you're up and running, gravity is pulling fluid down into your legs. Doesn't matter whether you are sitting, standing, or walking around. By the time evening hits, your lower legs are holding onto extra fluid. You might notice your ankles looking a little puffy by the end of the day. That's the fluid I'm talking about. Now, the second you lie down at night, gravity stops holding that fluid in your legs. It starts moving back up into your bloodstream. Your kidneys pick up on that right away. They see all this extra fluid and think, time to work. So they start turning it into urine, and your bladder starts filling up while you're trying to sleep. That's the cycle. That's why you're up at 1 a.m. and again at 3. It's not your bladder acting up for no reason. Your bladder is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's reacting to a flood of fluid that showed up at the worst possible time. Now here's the part that got me. Your calf muscles are supposed to help with this during the day. They work like a pump. Every time you take a step, your calf squeezes the veins in your lower leg and pushes fluid back up toward your heart. That's why doctors call it your second heart. But if you've been sitting most of the day, or your legs don't move as much as they used to, that pump barely runs, and the fluid just sits there, waiting for you to lie down. And if you take blood pressure medication, especially water pills, that adds another layer. Now, I'm not telling you to change anything with your meds. That's between you and your doctor. But if you're on a diuretic, it's worth knowing that the timing of when you take it can play a role in how many times you're up at night. Something to bring up at your next visit. So now you know why this is happening. The question is, what do you actually do about all that fluid sitting in your legs before you get into bed? That's where one simple habit changes everything. And it's a lot easier than you think. Here's what I started doing every evening. And honestly, the first time I tried it, I felt a little silly. But that night, I only got up once. One time, after months of 3 to 4 trips a night. So I kept doing it. It's 3 simple steps. You do them together about an hour or 2 before bed. All of it happens lying down. No gym, no equipment, just you, your couch or your bed, and a couple of pillows. Step 1, get your legs up. Grab 2 or 3 pillows and stack them at the end of the couch or the foot of your bed. Lie back and rest your calves on top of that stack. Your feet should be higher than your chest. That's it. What you're doing here is flipping the script on gravity. All day, gravity pulled fluid down into your legs. Now gravity is pulling it back out. It drains from your legs, goes back into your bloodstream, and your kidneys can start processing it while you're still awake. Not at 2 a.m. 20 to 30 minutes like this. Watch your show. Listen to some music. Call your grandkids. It doesn't matter what you do while you're lying there. Just keep those legs up. Step 2. Wake up that pump in your legs. While your legs are still elevated, start moving your feet. Point your toes away from you, slowly. Then pull them back toward your shin. That's it. Back and forth. Nice and easy. Every time you flex, your calf muscle squeezes the veins in your lower leg and pushes fluid upward. Think of it like wringing out a wet towel from the bottom up. You're helping your body move what gravity already started draining. Do this for about a minute or 2. If your legs cramp up, just stop. Shake it out. Start again with smaller movements. Your legs haven't done this in a while, so give them grace. Step 3. Tell your body it's time to shut down. This is the part that surprised me the most. Put one hand on your chest. Put the other hand on your belly. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Take it slow. No rush. Feel your belly push your hand up while your chest stays still. Hold that breath for 2 counts. Then breathe out through your mouth for 6 counts. Nice and slow. like you're blowing on a cup of hot coffee to cool it down. That long exhale does something powerful. It activates a nerve that runs from your brain all the way down through your body. It's called the vagus nerve. Think of it like your body's off switch for stress. When you stimulate it with that slow exhale, your heart rate drops. Your muscles start to let go. That tension you've been holding in your lower body all day, it loosens. 2 or 3 minutes of this, that's all. Now, I'll be straight with you. The first time I tried all of this, I did it right before bed. Legs up, ankle pumps, breathing, the whole thing. Then I climbed under the covers, thinking I'd fixed everything. I was still up at 2 a.m. Here's what I got wrong. You must complete all 3 steps about 1 to 2 hours before you plan to go to sleep. Not right before. The fluid that drained out of your legs needs time to travel through your system, get filtered by your kidneys, and turn into urine. If you give it that hour or two, you can hit the bathroom one last time before you turn the lights off. Empty everything out. Go to bed with a clean slate. Now, drop a comment and tell me, how many times are you getting up at night? 2, 3, more? I want to see your number in the comments, because what I'm about to walk you through next is the full evening routine that ties all of this together if you really yearn for that deep sleep. 3 hours before bed, you eat your last real meal. Close the kitchen after that. Your body needs time to digest, and if it's still working on a plate of food when you lie down, that's one more thing keeping you awake. 2 hours before bed, you finish your last glass of water, tea, juice, whatever you drink in the evening. This gives your kidneys time to slow down before you sleep. Now, if you take medication at night and you need a sip of water to swallow your pills, that's fine. We're not talking about that. We're talking about full glasses of fluid that your body has to deal with later. About an hour or two before bed, you do the routine we just covered. Legs up, ankle pumps, breathing. Let that fluid drain. Let your body process it and give yourself time to use the bathroom before lights out. 30 minutes before bed, do one small thing that most people don't think about. Turn off that bright ceiling light. Switch to a lamp. Something warm and dim. Here's why. Your brain has a hormone called melatonin that tells your body it's time to sleep. Bright white light shuts that hormone down. It tricks your brain into thinking it's still the middle of the day. A warm, low lamp tells your brain the sun is going down. Simple change. Makes a bigger difference than you'd expect. And it's free. Use the bathroom one more time. Take your time with it. Go once. Wait a few seconds. Relax. Then try again. You'd be surprised how much your bladder holds onto the first time. That second pass helps you start the night as empty as possible. That's it. That's your evening. No supplements, no gadgets, nothing you have to buy.